Today, we have the privilege of standing in the presence of true master craftsmen, individuals whose dedication, passion, and commitment have helped shape the decorative plaster industry as we know it today. These aren't simple artisans, they are stewards of the craft, presenting a traditions that have stood the test of time while continuing to inspire the future generations. At the heart of DPLA's story is Vladimir, a craftsman whose journey in this industry spans more than 25 years, long before DPLA was established. Vladimir was already earning the respect of his peers through his dedication, through decorative finishes, and his relentless pursuit of excellence. And over the years, he has trained and mentored countless of artisans and helped elevate the standards of craftsmanship throughout the industry. His influence can be seen not only in the finishes he has created, but also in the many professionals he has inspired along the way. Simply put, Vladimir is one of the pillars of our industry. And today, that legacy continues where he works side by side with his son, Jan. Together, they represent something truly special, a blend of experience, innovation, tradition, and evolution. Father and son united side by side with a shared passion of craftsmanship. The fire of commitment runs through their veins. Their passion is reflected in every surface that they create, every finish that they perfect, and every wall that they touch. Their work is more than decoration. It's an artistry, an experience, and a lifelong dedication to mastering their craft. And when we speak of excellence in our industry, we speak of people like these. We are beyond excited to bring their craft into the limelight, showcasing the artistry, the innovation, and the attention to detail. It has earned them the admiration of so many throughout the industry. I just want to, first of all, before we start, say thank you to both of you for spending the time with us and you opening up your beautiful home to us and cooking for us. Yeah, the steak was amazing, bro. Seriously. And the fact that you guys even allow us to come here in your home, even though we just met you today, you guys are very generous. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Of course,
Yeah, thank you.
next time you come over here, you're always welcome over here.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that very much, guys. Seriously, it's a pleasure. It's a very, very big pleasure for us.
I hope it's gonna be the same when I'm gonna stop in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys go that way, hit me up. Seriously.
I got the studio that he's got. It's crazy.
I like Texas. I mean, we spent in last time in Texas like 8 days.
Yeah, he was telling me you guys went to the Riverwalk.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful there. Texas is beautiful. People are nice. I like it. I'm originally from here, right?
Yeah.
I like it out there. It's just different. We spoke and we talked about getting you some line burn questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're ready, I'd like
Let's
to
go.
get started.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay. So for those who may not know your story, how did decorative plaster first become a part of your life? And what drew you into the craft personally?
Being a young kid, I always saw my dad as a construction worker.
Yeah.
And I was always like, construction worker? I don't want to be a construction worker. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to be a psychologist. I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be whoever. And, so I never really took plaster or, any of the industry to heart when I was younger.
Yeah.
Of course, when I was younger, I worked at Mail did a little bit in the summers, did some of that. But I thought of it as just, construction. Oh, my dad, and you have kids, so I'm sure they were the same way.
It was the same way.
So I had never any thoughts about, doing plaster. Starting a company was the last thing on my mind. And before COVID happened, I was a salesman for home improvement. So I was I had like a toe in the industry of something, sort of kind of like construction. And COVID happened, lost my job because couldn't go into people's houses, didn't have work. And at the time, my dad, he was working on a project, doing kind of like a favor, no rush for one of I would say friends. And I said, hey, why don't I come along, try something with you. Maybe I can help you. Maybe I can tape, maybe I can just put paper on the floor. He said, well, okay, maybe if you don't have two left hands, then maybe you can come and join me.
Yeah.
And I think the first couple of days, just the feeling of being with my dad, being on a project, him teaching me actually realizing that this isn't just construction, this is an art. Yeah. There's a form to it, there's technique, there's so many different tricks and tips, there's so many different ideas that you just learn through experience. And I was like, okay, this isn't just construction. This isn't just come in and go with a hammer and a nail and just, build a house. This is actually something that's unique, that's art, that you got to think about it, you got to like it. There's so much to it that, kind of drew me into it at first. And every single day, day by day, I started liking it more. I started getting better. I started, asking more questions, talking to my dad, him realizing what, the whole industry actually is, that, oh, actually people know who he is. He's actually really good at this. He's actually really good at teaching. And I think that's one of the reasons why I was able to learn so fast, because I had him always by my side, and any kind of mistake I would make, he'd be like, no, this is the proper way to do it. You might be able to do it this way, but, this is the way I like to do it. And over time, just, day by day, just starting to learn to love it more and more and more, and just kind of becoming a part of your life, building a business. And after that project, I was like, you know what, maybe let's start something. Let's try to like get some more projects. Maybe I can help out. Maybe I can try to find some jobs, not only just, learning from you, but maybe we can do this together.
Right.
And, we made the Instagram, we made a website, we started finding more clients, we started talking to more designers, started getting into it. And, it seems like it kind of just happened like that overnight, where I was like, all right, this is my life now.
Yeah.
I was very grateful
It
for
just eased right into
it. It wasn't something that I chose to do. It wasn't something where I was like, okay, I need to spend $100,000, go to college, learn this and that. You just kind of learn through experience and like the day by day learning everything. And it kind of made me fall in love with how everything is new every single day. You're always learning. You're always doing new finishes. You're always doing new things. So
It's never boring.
it's never boring.
There's always something new,
Yeah.
always something to learn too.
You got any
Nice.
words for that?
Yeah, a couple. I mean, if it's about me, I mean, when I left the audit, the funny part, I told you in the beginning that I like computers.
Yeah.
So I say, okay, I'm not gonna do plaster anymore. I don't want it. Tired from plaster. And I started a company to provide the internet marketing. Facebook, Instagram for people, build the website. And one day, my old customer designer, she called me and she say like, oh, I got the project. I say, no, I'm not doing it. She like, I have, just only you can do this project. I say, no, I'm gonna recommend somebody that's gonna do for you. I recommend somebody. Next day, for some reason, she kick him out, call me again and say, no, do it. You know what? One job I'm gonna do. It was not small. It was huge house. So I'm back to the reality. Back to the plaster. Some
Couldn't stay
people,
away, couldn't stay away.
people start calling and small jobs. But I decide like I don't want to build something. I'm too kind of old. I'm gonna do like one room, fireplace, one wall here, one there. When Jan joined me, say you know what? It's not for me. Let's try to build some company that's gonna belong to you. And maybe one day when I want to retire, at least this company gonna support me a little bit.
Yeah.
This is how it go. That's all.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It's a excellent start. And like you said, it just transitioned so easily.
smoothly.
Yeah. It was just smooth.
It was supernatural.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, at the moment, it didn't feel like it was going by fast, but looking back, it went by so fast.
Right.
All the years just flew right by, project after project after project.
It's crazy, right? Super awesome, guys. So we'll move on to the next question. You've had a front row seat to this industry for most of your life. What are some of the biggest changes that you witnessed over the years? This is for both of you.
I think he can answer that question much better than I can.
Okay.
I think from my understanding, because I wasn't involved in the plaster, in the early 2000s or 2010 even. From my understanding, everything was more flashy before. Just how fashion was more flashy. Everything was more flashy in like the late 90s, the early 2000s. And I think a lot of that went away, and so did the plaster portion of it. There's no more shiny whole houses in Venetian plaster. There's no more crazy textures that look like trees on the wall, or all the crazy textures that you can come up with. Now it's more muted. Now it's more subtle, kind of like fashion, kind of how like the whole modern everything turned out to be is just more muted, more beiges, more grays. And I think that's the biggest change that I see.
Right.
Again, I can't say exactly for how it was 20 years ago or how it was 1,000 years ago. You know,
Yeah.
it's always constantly changing.
Yeah, it is. It is. And you're right about that change. That's for sure. That's really.
Listen, it's not just that. I mean, the changes. It's not cheap to do in your house plaster, decorative plaster, Venetian plaster, wherever. Not a lot of people, like if you're talking like 25 years ago, not a lot of people can allow themselves pay so much money. But if you, let's say, me personal, how I was presenting to the people, you don't have to do all of the house. You're making one wall, you're already changing your house. I mean, people coming, all of us, they got the furniture. All of us, they got the floors. So people coming, they're not looking on the floor, they're not looking on your furniture. But when they see like one wall in the living room, like favor wall, done with something, they like, wow. I got experience with that. I mean, I did for some, I was saying friend, couple walls, it's new house. He invite a friend. He called me back and say, you are I'm like, why? I mean, what I did? He's like, I spent $50,000 on furniture. Nobody not looking on the furniture. Everybody looking on the. So people more and more understand. I mean, even in your work, you can see if you're working with the private client. Oh, we want to do couple walls. Not everybody like let's do all the house.
Right.
When you're talking all the house, yes, it's big money. When you're talking about one wall, it's not so much, and you can change your style of the house. I mean, so much.
Just with one wall, just one actual one fireplace.
Right.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be the whole house. It doesn't have to be like this big grand scheme of
Right.
plaster everywhere. Like,
Sometimes to do all the house, even not so nice. I mean, it's become boring, kind of like everything is same. When you see something really nice, it's total different.
No, you're 100% right, because it doesn't, like dilute the value of what you're doing, but it does kind of minimize it when you walk into a home and everything's the same,
yeah,
right?
yeah, you kind of get just tired of it
Yeah,
almost.
but if you have accent pieces,
Yeah, like the house we were out earlier
throughout
today, like that's every room is different. So
every
that's kind of a
room.
different story.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's different
Even
colors
you know
everywhere.
what? Even I mean, I'm sure that your subscribers, it's more kind of plaster guys, right? I mean,
Right. Yeah.
advice for them: you're coming to the home to give estimate. Most of the time, the wife she want everything. Just tell her like, listen, let's do this small powder room and we'll see. I mean, maybe you're not gonna like it. Maybe I'm gonna start to work and you're not gonna like me personal. And then we will see. And what's happened in the beginning, they want all house and it whatever, $100,000 all house to do. And you start with something, by end, you're doing whole house, you're getting the $100,000. But in the beginning, when it's like $100,000, what the husband gonna say? No.
Right.
We're not gonna spend this one. But when it's coming like 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, anyway you're gonna get.
Either way you're gonna get it.
Yeah,
And the whole
but
house ends up plaster.
Yeah.
start with the slow, like do this one, like it, you not like it. They're gonna like you, they're gonna give you more and more. And it's working like that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, a lot of
really
our
good way of
clients
putting
call
it.
us back to do an extra room, do an extra bathroom.
Yeah.
'Cause,
You end up
like,
doing the whole house
not
anyway.
yeah, but not everyone can afford it right at that
Right.
moment. The
Very
100K,
true.
the 100 grand, whatever. But if you do a little at a time, it's more like mentally it's easier.
Yeah.
Even though it's the same money, mentally it's
Right.
a little easier.
One more thing, I mean, it's just to make a little bit conversation funny. When I was working in the audit and we got the showroom, let's say some men showing up and like, oh, we want to do the plaster. My first question always was, you married? He's like, yes, I'm married. I'm like, okay, so why I'm spending with you time? Go bring your wife because anyway she gonna decide
Yeah,
what
yeah.
to do, not you. I mean, why I need to spend time with you right now and then after.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense if you think about it, right?
Yeah, when I used to do sales,
Uh-huh.
I was not allowed to give a number unless the wife was there. Like the wife had to be there. If the wife wasn't there, I'd just turn around and go home.
That's a good pointer, guys. That's a really good
It's
pointer.
kind of important because in the
Yeah.
end, the wife usually does make the
Right.
decisions.
Yeah, usually.
Because we love our women and
Want to make
so,
them happy.
yeah, make them happy. And sometimes it's much more easy to say yes
Yeah.
and go.
Yeah. Even if it costs you $100,000. All right, let's move on to the next one. You guys ready? Growing up around artisans and decorative finishes, was there a specific moment when you realized this wasn't just a family business, that it was something you genuinely love?
I think really quickly after starting in the company, my dad started, doing plaster with him, that I really loved it. I mean, everyone's had past jobs that they hate, and that's a thing that everyone knows. Oh, I hate my job. Oh, my 9 to 5. Oh, I don't want to go. Oh, where's the weekend? But for some reason, like right away, I was like, wait, this doesn't even feel like work anymore.
Yeah.
It's physical work, but so is like going to the gym. People love working out. People love,
Oh,
being
I love
physical.
going to the gym.
Exactly.
I was going to ask you, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you, but how old were you when you first held a trowel in your
25, right?
20?
25, yeah.
You already had it in your blood, though. I mean, it was already.
Do you think I caught on pretty quick, or did it take time? I almost don't even remember.
Yeah.
It felt like that, but
Yeah.
I don't remember how. I know for a fact for like.
It was, you know what? It's not the problem. It's just like when you start to catch everything, with me, everything is going okay. And if let's say I need to leave and you need to keep working by yourself, everything is screw up because he start to stress. I mean, you can ask somebody,
he'll
you
leave.
don't have back. I mean, what I'm doing, even I was leaving for, I don't know, 4 hours. I'm coming back after 4 hours. I see he's stressing. And I decide that I'm gonna leave him more and more because he need to be regular. Same things because I got the knowledge and I'm going to give estimate. Even my English not so good, but people feel like I'm feel comfortable to explain, and I got a lot of things what to say. And he was with me all the time just to listen what I'm saying. And then I start like, you know what? Go yourself. You need to learn how to talk with the people. I mean, it's also part of the job.
Yeah.
It's
Yes, it
also
is.
part of the money.
Yes. It's very important.
And yeah, I mean,
Communication.
yeah, he
Super
start
important.
to understand how to talk with the people, what to explain, and it's working.
Yeah, I felt like after COVID, we were all so secluded for like a year plus that, when he would make me talk to homeowners by myself or go give estimates myself, I like forgot how to speak to people. I was like, because I wasn't confident as much as I am
Right.
now, but
Yeah.
also because, all that period of not talking to people, it took me a while because not only, part of the business is not only holding the trowel, not only applying is,
Right.
selling yourself,
Yeah.
selling the company,
Yeah.
making people trust you, talking to people. And, that's when it comes down to it, that's how they choose who they're going to go with,
Exactly.
who they like the most.
Right.
Because there's tons of plaster companies. They can call anyone. They can choose anyone.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why they want to go with you. There's a reason why, they call you from your Instagram or they call you from your website or from referrals because they know that this is someone they could trust. They know there's someone that knows what they're talking about. And
I seen you in action today, so I seen the way you handled all the things that happened today. So it was interesting seeing you at work, bro.
Yeah, I think that's a really important part that most people, like you kind of have to develop it.
Yeah.
Some people are completely like natural, at it, but it's something that you do have to develop, something you have to get out of your comfort
It's a
zone.
skill.
I mean, even just with plaster in general, each finish is so different and unique that you have to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a new product that you've never worked with. And, I have a thing where I start to like panic, stress out really fast. But, over time, you kind of just got to like breathe and just be like, okay, what am I doing? Where do I start? What's the game plan? And that's how you kind of build more confidence,
Right.
get better, get more used to everything. Just, that's how you grow basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Just
bro.
with experience.
That's how you grow. And it's all about knowledge.
Listen, I mean, the COVID changed a lot. I mean, we're trying to be kind of like fair with the people and stay on our work. When we coming to the work, let's say I'm saying, okay, we're gonna be on Monday. We're coming on a Monday. People saying, oh, thank you. I'm like, we didn't start yet. What thank you? Oh, that you show up just because you came like in the time, same day, like you promised.
Yeah, I don't know how it is in
Thank you.
Texas, but over here, like people just don't show up.
Right.
People just leave job sites,
Yeah.
don't even like, come for a day, don't leave, come
Yeah,
back for 3
That's
weeks.
very common nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Very common.
after COVID.
Oh yeah.
I didn't experience it before COVID, but he was telling me that like before COVID, it was a lot more, straightforward, more organized. But now no one just seems like no one wants to work anymore.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
everyone
it's
just wants to make money, but they don't want to put
If
it
you
in
tell
work.
your clients that you're gonna be there on a day at
Yeah, you
that
have to
time,
be there.
you have to be there.
Yeah.
You have to be there.
Man,
That's
we are
super important.
trying to do these things. Same even not with the job, even with the estimate. Like people saying like waiting 3 weeks
Weeks.
for estimate from somebody. 3 weeks? Why?
Yeah, usually I'll come for an estimate. An hour later, they already have, and they're like, "Oh, thank you. That was quick. I didn't expect that."
That's good, right?
I mean, you got to be human with people too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't be like a robot. I mean, I know there's corporate businesses and there's just people like you talk to Amazon or Apple, you almost feel like you're talking to a robot. But when it comes to trades, we're all humans, we're all people. You got to treat each other like people. You can't just pretend like, oh, I have this big, huge company that I can't give you an estimate for 3 weeks. It takes 10 minutes out of your day
Yeah.
just to be on top of everything, be cordial with time. Time management's really important,
It's part of doing good business.
Yeah,
Definitely,
yeah.
bro.
People appreciate it.
Yes. So we'll move on to number 4. Los Angeles has become one of the most design-driven markets in the world. How has that influenced the way you approach decorative plaster and specialty finishes?
Question's a little tricky because,
It's not really true.
yeah.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that it's not really true?
Listen, I mean, you left Los Angeles, what, like 25
yeah.
years ago?
Yep.
It's a lot of changes. A lot of changes. People acting differently. I'm not saying the people not friendly, but not like back days. The economic side also, it's a lot of change. I mean, Hollywood, it's not the Hollywood what it was
Yeah.
20 years ago. It's a little bit hard. In the same time, it's a little bit easy because people more know about the plaster, more know about like decorative things. But in the same time,
Why would you say it's harder? What makes it harder? Is it because there's a lot
for
more
us,
competition?
for us or for customers?
Just for customers, or just for you, for the
Customer
customers in
money,
general?
money,
You know,
customer
price
money.
of how everything
Prices,
raised.
everything's gone up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a competitor. No, I'm not looking. I mean, I told you in the beginning. I mean, I still have the customers from the MEO that they contractor, the plaster guys. They still calling me, asking question, how to do, how to fix. I have no problem. I don't see them like competitor. It's enough work for us.
For everybody.
Yeah, and you just need to know where you are. I know the guys that charging $25 square foot, doing one job in a year.
Mm.
I know people who is charging $6 square foot, working non-stop. When we start the DPLA, I said I don't want to be cheap. I want to be something in the middle that I know I'm doing great job. I want to do a great job because it's kind of like good money.
You're
Not-
covered. You're covered with the expenses
Yeah,
that you would.
yeah, and in the same time, the quality. And it's working. I mean, all our customers, they see that we're more expensive than this guy that's charging $6, $8, but we're doing much more better job, and we're showing up to the job, and we're doing quick. But in the same time, we're not charging $25.
Right.
So yeah, it's working.
Yeah. It's working. That's amazing. It's hard though, right? I mean, when you're talking about pricing and there's a lot of, like your dad was trying to mention that there's a lot of changes in LA. I mean, we're,
I mean, yeah, it's
in our
constantly changing.
industry.
Even like LA is completely different than when it was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
People are more, money conscious. They care more about where they spend. And of course, a lot of people started making more money. And, we live in LA where people can actually afford the plaster.
Right.
That's why I think it's really hard outside of LA to do plastering, to have a business. That's why a lot of people that live in different states like yourself, you travel for work.
Yeah. That's
We're-
why I travel, because it's
Not everyone can afford it.
nah, exactly.
We're
You gotta
lucky-
go where the work
We're
is.
lucky here because, Beverly Hills, Hollywood, like all that area, like
They still
have them. They'll always have
the money. They
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
wealthy people.
Yeah.
I also feel like, going back to your question, that before people did it more to show off, just how they would wear crazy clothes or how they would just trends in general. Now I feel like more people are doing it for themselves.
Yeah.
Because when you have like, crazy accent walls, textures, it is kind of too much sometimes if you see it every single day, or if like a whole room is super, super crazy and it's not subtle. And, they did it for other people, like the dining room or, the entryway. But now I feel like more people are doing it for themselves.
Yeah.
The ones that can, can afford it, the ones that want to get it
Also,
done.
media. I mean, 20 years ago.
Yeah, no one knew about it.
What? It was only somebody tell you that some Venetian plaster exists. Now it's media. I mean, you open the media, Facebook, Instagram, you can see reels, posts. I mean,
It's everywhere.
it's everywhere. So people have the idea that they can do something.
And I also think that's why it's blowing up so much, just because of Instagram, just because people can actually know about it. They see all these reels about it. They're like, oh, I want this in my house. Before, no one really knew about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be inside of that world where you live in Beverly Hills and all your friends have plaster because they have all these houses that are crazy and they don't want paint in it because, paint's cheap for them. And before it was all just word of mouth. Now people are seeing all these posts, Mio Des go blowing up on Instagram so they can actually see it. They actually know about it. They want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is why we spend money on the stupid Temu and Amazon all the time. Because it's every time we
'Cause
see,
it's on your
oh,
phone. I need this."
I need this. You're buying like, why I bought this? What am I going to do with that?
I give a lot of credit to Instagram, especially for our company.
Yeah.
A lot of it. I mean, I would say it's like half, maybe, I don't know the exact percentage, but a lot of our work comes from Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful because maybe, 10 years ago, we still could have built something, but I don't know if it would have.
Been the same with
Yeah, because the whole industry just exploded.
Yeah.
Everything exploded. Everyone knows about it now. Not everyone, but, a lot of people, more people know about it
Yeah.
now. And I feel like before it would have been harder to keep a strictly plaster company
Yeah.
because, not many people.
This is also one of the reasons why you start
Yeah.
to do the podcast, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
because people, they're going to know a bit more.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the whole
Yeah.
point of Lime Burn is to get people to know more about it, get everyone
Right.
connected together.
Right. There's a lot of influencers out there that are doing an amazing job with pushing it and like displaying it. Everyone has their different techniques and their different tactics of what they or how they do it, or different ideas. But I think this platform is really, it's setting itself apart because what we're doing is we're bringing light to artisans like yourselves, and we're bringing the limelight. I call it the limelight. Putting you guys in the limelight. Where we want to hear your story. All right. Well, we're gonna move on to the next question, guys. What finish or technique best represents who you as an artisan, and why does that particular finish resonate with you?
You know, I didn't know how to answer this question because there's so many finishes that look nice. But, you know, to put a finish to a person, that's really, really hard.
Yeah, right?
That's, I think, almost impossible. I mean, you can have your favorite finish, but to compare yourself to something like a finish that represents you, I think it's really hard because all the finishes are nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Listen, let's be fair.
Yeah,
From perspective of applicator, you, me, whatever, you're gonna try to push the product that you know best,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you
Feel more
making
comfortable
more
with.
comfortable, more faster,
Yes.
making more money.
Yes.
It's natural. I mean, you know what? But it's not meaning like that I'm pushing the customer to do. I'm
Right.
just presenting, you know, they didn't like this one. Okay, this one, this one, this one. I mean, still they're gonna decide. I mean, but from you, for you, the favorite product is the product that you can, I don't know, make in one day 4 rooms and get money.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I agree with you because I feel the same exact way.
what's your favorite finish?
Honestly, I love the I use the you guys have seen the butterfly technique.
Yeah.
I love that finish. I use
For
that finish
Venetian?
with Venetian, with Marmarino, with
Oh, so you use it for
Antico.
all of
I
them?
use it for all of it.
Really?
It looks beautiful.
Even for like the clays and all of those?
Everything, everything. I love that finish for all of it. I use different types of techniques, but that specific one, it really it makes me money.
You know how to do it.
I know how to do it, and
got it down to
yeah,
science.
and I'm quick with it, you know. And a lot of the designers,
Listen,
and homeowners, they love that finish.
we're coming back to the same things, like about the word artist. I know how to do like unique wall
Yeah.
or something, unique finish, but let's say I need to spend
A week.
a week to do some small wall. In the same week, I can do miles of Marmarino and get 4 times more money. So I don't want to be artist.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
like
I understand. I understand 100%.
it's not my point.
Yeah.
Like sometime, you know, you're doing some big project, they asking something. Okay, on the way for fun. Yes, not for money, for fun. I can do
Yes.
it. The project that Jan started work with me, the guy was like, I want that stones coming from the plaster, kind of like it was stone, and then somebody did the plaster and it's falling and kind of distress. So for fun, and it was my friend, and for fun, okay, we did it.
Yeah, we had fun on that first project.
Yeah.
That's all it really was. It was just fun.
It's natural. People looking for money. So your favorite product, it's gonna be the product that you're making more money.
Yes, that's my favorite. That's my favorite for sure.
I think my favorite would probably be like the pearlescent velvet.
Yeah.
The pearlescent velvet finish. I mean, we have like this little technique where you do like circles. I noticed a lot of people started doing it. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
because we started posting those videos.
Right.
Because I remember people telling me like, how do you even do that finish? It's so hard. You have to keep going back, cleaning the trowel because the velvet just gets caked onto it. But you do the circles and it has such like a subtle, warm, like expensive, like luxury feel to it. So I think that's probably one of my favorite finishes. And it's really easy to apply.
Nice, nice, bro.